It's Thanksgiving, so that means football. And so you know what I'm going to do for Thanksgiving? I'm going to predict who I think is going to win in football. And I'm always right, so you should listen to me. Or not, in case you think I'm wrong, and in that case, you will be the one who's wrong. Let's see who I think is going to win in Week 12 of football on Thanksgiving Day. Let's go. The first game we have Thanksgiving is the 8-2 Vikings at the 6-4 Lions. And the Lions won early in the year when they played, I believe, Week 4. And I think that the Lions are going to win because they just have a stronger core of good threat of Theo Riddick, Amir Abdullah, and Golden Tate with Matthew Stafford. And I think that the Lions' defense with Darius Slay will be able to shut down the Vikings, and the Lions will surprisingly win against the Vikings since they are also at home, which I think will help them too. Next one, Chargers at Cowboys. Chargers are 4-6, Cowboys are 5-5. I think the Chargers are going to win since they just came off a big win. They're really hyped, and also the Cowboys have just lost Ezekiel Elliott. They're arguably their best player, and that's really going to hurt them. So with Morale down since Zeke is gone, and Zeke and having not the best running back in their lineup, I think that's really going to hurt the Cowboys, and I think the Chargers are going to win and go 5-6. Next up, the last game of Monday, Giants versus Redskins. Giants are 2-8, Redskins are 4-6. Giants only have Ingram, really, for Eli Manning to throw to. And Kirk Cousins, I just think will be too much. And the Giants are horrible, 2-8, as I said. So I think the Redskins are going to win. And Kirk Cousins is going to pull out the W and help the Redskins maybe try and make the playoffs. Next up, Browns versus Bengals. Browns are 0-10. Bengals are 4-6. Do I really have to say anything here? I mean, I love my Browns. They're my second favorite team after the Packers, but the Bengals are going to win because the Browns are the Browns. Panthers at Jets. Panthers are 7-3. Jets are 4-6. The Jets are on a losing streak, and Cam will not help. The man Cam, when he's high, he's high. When he's doing good, he's going to keep on doing good. And against the team that has not been doing good, I think the Panthers will roll right over the Jets. Next up, the Titans at the Colts. Titans are 6-4. Colts are 3-7. The Colts don't have a QB with Andrew Luck being out, and last time they lost, and they can only beat crappy teams. And I do believe that the Titans are a pretty good team, so I think the Titans are going to beat the Colts. Even though they lost to the Steelers last week, I still think the Titans are a primetime team who will do good in the playoffs. Sorry. Next up, Buccaneers at Falcons. Buccaneers 4-6. Falcons 6-4. Doesn't matter. Buccaneers are going to win for two main reasons. I think that Mike Evans is going to have a big game against these Falcons. I don't know why, I just have a feeling that Mike Evans is really going to break out this week against the Falcons. And also, the Falcons, I believe, just released Jalen Collins, one of their decent players. Pretty good. So that is morale decrease of players who are friends with Jalen Collins or knew him well. It's a morale decrease, and that also hurts their team. And they're not that far apart, the Buccaneers and the Falcons. And I think the Buccaneers are going to pull it out very close, probably by less than 7 points. And next, we have the Dolphins at the Patriots. Dolphins are 4-6. Patriots are 8-2. The Pats are on an amazing winning streak. They're going to continue. They have home field. And the Dolphins are without a stable backfield, no J.J., and they're without a stable quarterback. Ryan Tannehill, I think, is still hurt. And Jay Cutler is, he's not very good. He has breakout games against horrible teams, but he can't really do good in the prime time. which is why the Patriots will have an easy win here. I mean, I hate the Patriots, and I'd love to say they're going to lose, but they are going to win. Bears at Eagles. Eagles are 9-1. Bears are 3-7. Eagles have never scored under 20 on average, are scoring on the high 20s and low 30s. The Bears' average points are 17, and the Bears' defense is just okay. So with the struggling Bears offense, going against an amazing Eagles offense with nothing to really stop them, the Bears are going to lose, and the Eagles will continue dominating the NFL. Bills at Chiefs. Chiefs are 6-4 and have struggled to show that they are a great team like we thought they were. Hunt has lost steam, but the Bills' losing streak will continue and save the Chiefs as they get a win under their belt. And I think Kareem Hunt is going to have a breakout game against the Bills. LeSean McCoy is also going to do pretty good. It's going to be a battle of the running backs, and I think Kareem Hunt's going to come out on top because the Chiefs just have more options. As long as with Kareem Hunt, they have Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, while the Bills only really have LeSean McCoy. The receivers aren't really that standout, neither are the tight ends, so I think that's why the Chiefs are going to win. Seahawks versus 49ers. Seahawks 6-4, 49ers 1-9. 49ers suck, and that's it. That's it. The 49ers are horrible, which is why the Seahawks are going to win. Easy win for the Seahawks. Now, this is a AFC West battle. The AFC West is not doing good. Chiefs are 6-4. Chargers are 4-6. Broncos are 3-7, and Raiders are 4-6. So it's still up for debate who's gonna win. And the Broncos are 3-7, as I said. The Raiders are 4-6, and I think even with I think there's gonna be struggle in the first half. I do believe that Carr will figure out the Denver defense, and in the end, he will pull out with Michael Crabtree and Amari Cooper having huge numbers. And I don't think Dan will have the offense to come back. Last 4 games. 8-2 Saints. 7-3 Rams. I'm really looking forward to this game. This is the game of the week. You're going to have to watch this. I really put a lot of time into this one. I didn't know what to do. I think I'm going to go with the Rams because the Saints went from 0-2 to 8 winning streak, which is awesome. But the Rams D will struggle a bit with the Saints and Drew Brees, but Todd Gurley will run over the Saints, I think, and eventually win the game. The game will probably come down to like a field goal or something crazy. The Cardinals versus the Jags. Cardinals have home field, but that won't help them much since they're 4-6 and the Jags are 7-3. The Cardinals have a decent offense, but the Jags will shut that down with their awesome defense and amazing corners. And Fournette will produce well, very well. Because without David Johnson, the Cardinals' running game isn't that good. Is not good at all. I mean, Adrian Peterson, he's average. But Carson Palmer to Larry Fitzgerald is just an average thing. And with Jalen Ramsey and other great guys in the secondary, the Jaguars will shut that down. Okay, this is probably, besides Saints-Rams, favorite game. Packers versus Steelers. Packers are 5-5, struggling since Aaron Rodgers has left. Steelers are 8-2 and have been steamrolling teams. And while the Steelers are a test and the Packers are unsteady, I do have to root for my Pack, and I do think they will pull out with a nice defensive stop. Either being able to stop, they're probably going to put all their stuff on Le'Veon Bell or all of their pressure on Antonio Brown and try and shut one of them down and kind of just let the other one be, and then try and have the receiving core of Randall Cobb, Jordy Nelson, and Devontae Adams just take over, and that's what's going to push them to the win, I believe. Last game, Texans at Rams. 2 teams at mediocrity will meet, and it will be a defensive match. Both teams have pretty good defenses, and with DeAndre Hopkins finally winning it in the end, Lamar Miller will also be a big thing where it'll help the Texans at 4-6 have some confidence against the 5-5 Ravens. I just don't think the Ravens have what it takes to stop DeAndre Hopkins and Lamar Miller from doing good enough, especially DeAndre Hopkins, along with Will Fuller in the backside kind of being the secret guy there. Okay, I did that pretty quick. I'm pretty happy about that. I hope you guys like my predictions for Thanksgiving week, and if you'd like to see predictions for next week, I think I'm going to do that as well. And that's really all I have. Tell me what you think your predictions are, and tell me if you agree with mine. And without further ado, I'm Bubbles, and I am out.